Hi, everyone. Welcome to EDIC's November 16th meeting. I would like to call us all to order. We have just 5 of us of the 8 here today. 2 cannot join us, haven't heard from the 8. That's okay. It changes a little bit about what we're going to talk about, but only a little bit. So, has everyone had a chance to review the October meeting minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Has everyone who was there had a chance to review our interstitial meeting minutes from 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? Would you like to should we just vote on the October ones?
Yes, because
Sure.
I wasn't able to make the
Let's
special
do that.
meeting,
Yeah.
so I can't
Okay.
vote.
Okay. So, do we have a motion to vote on the October minutes?
I motion.
Second.
I make a second.
Outstanding. Any further discussion? Okay. All in favor of approving October 2021's meeting minutes, holler aye.
Aye.
Very good. Casey, or you weren't there? You
I
were.
wasn't there.
You were. Okay. So, great. Can 4 of us approve? I don't think we can. I think we got to carry it to the next meeting. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll write that down. I have a lot of things I have to write down. Please hold for a moment to remind people of it. So, Paul, I'm gonna put it in my calendar to remind people of EDIC meetings on Tuesday mornings. Does that seem a worthwhile time frame to be reminded?
It's always helpful to remind people.
Okay.
Gwen, do you want me to take minutes?
That would be ideal. Right now, I'm just writing down tasks for myself. But yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
Are you willing to do that? Thank you. Okay, so we have to carry over the October minutes review. Carry October to December. All right, there is no one here from the public to speak, so they don't have an option to speak. Anybody who's here, is there anything you'd like to add to our agenda? Super duper. No? We're humming? Okay. We haven't got Jeff, so I have no new updates from the planning department. Has anybody got updates they know about that they'd like to share from the planning department? Okay. I will share with you the update where we are at with vacant storefront ordinance. We have shared all of our materials to date with the ordinance committee and with the mayor's office. They are well aware. They are excited about this prospect and about moving it along. We have finalized our letter. It is now on letterhead suggested by the mayor in its structure. So that's good. It's got her name on it as well as EDIC and the chair's name. Cassie is going to print. We're going to be in touch with Lindsay Mailer in the mayor's office and Jeff Bagg. We're going to copy them and say, hey, what should we do to get these out? I'll do that. I'll send that email today. Put that on the list, Gwen.
A note about that. Do they need to be certified now?
I don't know. I've never certified anything. Tell me more about that question.
Well, actually, you know what? Probably not, because this is just an inquiry to be invited in the process. It's not actually the explaining to them to what the new ordinance is and what they have to do. So I think, yeah, this stage wouldn't be, but in the future, it's just something to consider that if we're going to hold them accountable to something, we have to know that they've actually physically gotten it.
That's true. Okay. So that's where we're at on that. That can probably happen this week, I think, Cassie, if you've got.
Yeah, I'll do them this week. I've been like hammered with school and work, so I will definitely commit to it this weekend.
Cool, same. Once I get some feedback from them, let me know how I can help. Okay, anything else you want to say about vacant storefront ordinance? Good job, everybody. I've been really impressed with how this group got super excited about it. Everybody pitched in cool ways, and I've been really amped about it. It feels great.
How can we top it?
Well,
We can
We'll
actually
find
get
a
have
the
an
way.
word still.
opportunity to talk about that. Brief continued discussion of EDIC news blast. So the feedback that I got from the mayor's office, Lindsay Mailer, was, no, you can't have your own email address as EDIC. What a rat's nest of possibly terrible things could come from that. No thanks. That said, they have an email blast system where if we wanted information to go out to members of the community who have signed up to receive that kind of news blast, that could go out to them at any time. So we have a built-in opportunity to share information with people who voluntarily signed up for news from the city. And I was told yesterday by my husband that he signed up for all of them, and he got very excited about Municibid. You can currently buy a fire truck from somewhere in Berkshire County. So it's like $4,500. I know. So that seems like a cool thing that we could take advantage of moving forward, and we can continue to be thoughtful about, okay, what's something cool that we want to share? Is there one this month? So that's cool. Casey.
The one thing that I would note about that is it seems like there's an infrastructure in place, and that if it seems like it has some traction, then we can evolve it. You know what I mean? But it's not something that we have to build or something we have to maintain. So it's already built, and if it seems like, wow, people are interested in what's happening in the planning department, then we could expound on it. So I like that idea.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's awesome that there's very little infrastructure that we have to build. We just get to think about the kinds of things that people are interested in. I will find out whether there are ways for feedback coming into the mayor's office or elsewhere in City Hall to be filtered to us about whatever we might have sent out a news blast about, because we shared the letter that we're going to share with vacant storefront property owners with the mayor's office so that they would know if they were getting phone calls. So I would like to be able to have access to, are you getting feedback about X, Y, or Z that we've shared with the community? That sort of thing would be useful.
Well, one of the thoughts that I have about it is that in the letter, we could simply say, because we don't have a resource to get this out to the general public, please feel free to share this on social media. So it becomes their responsibility if they're into it. If the neighbors, the Dunkin' Donuts are for or against it, they're the ones that can tell what the city's story is. Mm-hmm. We can give them our perspective, but we're not being a face on social media, but they might be able to share that, because basically what we're talking about is getting people to be aware of what's happening in the city and to participate in it. So that to put it into their hands might be a way for us to get the information out without having to do the work on the social media part.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's right. I think that for this particular instance of the vacant storefront, I'm comfortable with the process we've already determined, which is we send it. It's basically finalized and we're going to send it. But moving forward, I would probably want us to be thoughtful about, okay, what do we want to share and how do we ensure that it gets into people's hands? Like, go ahead, sure, share this on social media, copy, paste.
Right, exactly. We give them the email, which they've already agreed to be a part of, and then say, to help us get the word, please share your thoughts on social media.
Yep. That's all I have to say about that. Anybody other thoughts you want to share about getting the word out to the community about EDIC's work? Okay. Any new business you'd like to bring up? I asked earlier, but maybe something's occurred to you now.
Mo, anything going on in town? Any new businesses? Anybody like?
Well, I'm going to a ribbon cutting on Thursday for Living Peaceful. They headquarters, Real Living Realty over at 3 Ferry Street.
Oh,
At 2:15, in case anybody would like to join us.
what is their expertise?
Real estate?
Oh, real estate. Is that what you said? Okay.
So are they a new office on the new building at Ferry Street complex?
They have their new they called it their headquarters. It was an invitation to join them. So that's all I know so far, and I'll be learning more.
Fantastic. Have a good time.
What's this Saturday?
No, it is this Thursday at 2:15.
3 Ferry Street?
Yep.
Great.
I can give you a report on the open studios at Eastworks.
Yeah.
Apparently jammed on Saturday. They were thrilled with the volume of traffic.
Love that.
Just, I mean, I don't know where these people are coming from, out of towners or whatnot. Sunday was solid and steady. That's the day that I had gone. So they were, people are back in the mills, and that we're definitely on the map to the public as far as bringing people to town. So that's definitely a success. I remember years ago when I was in that building, those things were always hit or miss, but I think that this was a winner.
Yeah, I think that the fact that it fell on the same weekend as the Arts and Industry Building in Florence Open Studios went really well. I think that I saw the same people in both places throughout the day. So I saw those same people at Snow Farm up in Williamsburg. So people had an entire weekend to go play, doing arts and holiday shopping sort of stuff.
Yeah, I was there on Saturday also. And as I mentioned, it was packed. It was like hard to move around in some places. And it was really a good feeling I know that a lot of artistic businesses are in that building, but just to be able to go through and see how many different types of artists that this economy, that this area is supporting was really, really cool. It's a really good feeling, to be a part of this community that has that we can keep that alive and grow that and have that industry really thrive was kind of just amazing to see all in that one place, I do also want to mention, I got an email. There's an event this weekend. There's it's like a walking tour around Ferry Street that the city is doing. I don't know if anybody heard about this or saw that message. Talking about, I think it's somewhat to do with the road infrastructure and what they might want to do with one of those awkward intersections, but I believe it's more comprehensive than just that. I'm probably not explaining it super well, but it's kind of interesting.
Okay.
You guys
have the
must
email
have
in
seen
front
it,
of
so
you?
I'll probably forward it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. And I can share it with the rest of, you can share it with the rest of EDIC
Why
if you
not?
want to BCC us.
They're also doing I saw something go out regarding the new city neighborhood. They're looking for public input.
Oh. Well, gosh, let's get on the city website, shall we? Since we're here, let's be a source of
Mo, what
information.
is it? New City?
The new city neighborhood?
We need your opinion on the future of the new city neighborhood.
Yeah.
Saturday,
Yeah.
November 20th, 12 to 2. Rain date of Sunday, the 21st from 12 to 2. Join us at the park at Parsons Street and Federal Street to talk with city staff about your priorities for neighborhood improvements and infrastructure needs. There will be a short introduction followed by a walking tour to visit and discuss different areas of New City. That sounds awesome.
It sounds like there probably might be some monies available.
Yeah.
And that's why they're doing it. It seems like Jeffrey always has sort of like a public response to be able to, allocate funds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and reminder to myself, no all-night parking between November 1st and April 1st on the street. Okay. Your thought was it was specific to Ferry Street, Paul?
I just knew that it was around that, but I don't think it's specifically. This is what I'm talking about. It's the new city area. I was thinking of Ferry Street because, we have so much investment over there. But there were some pictures sent out with the release of some of the road conditions and some of those side streets and in that Ferry Parsons kind of neighborhood, just terrible. And I think we did get a grant too. If you look down the second page of that letter that went out, they said they got $175,000 to work with a consultant to.
Yep.
Address some of these things.
Yep, Community Development Block Grant.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to talk about issues that people encounter with sidewalks, roadways, pedestrian safety, the type of park or recreational opportunities they'd like to see at the small park on the corner of Parson and Federal, and the larger vacant city-owned lot behind the former Parsons Street School. Ooh, we talk about that all the time. That's a Tom Brown favorite. What they'd like to see, such as a community garden, basketball or active sports courts, walking paths, what it's like walking the neighborhood for people with mobility impairments or with strollers, and if residents experience issues with water or sewer infrastructure or services. Oh man, I'll be there.
Wow.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks for bringing that up. I really appreciate it.
I think that's just an example of even us who are in tune with the city website don't catch all the information that's out there that's interesting to us. And their website is really intuitive and really good now with information.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with that.
Yeah.
All right, friends. Barring any other information that you'd like to share or discuss, I'm open to someone motioning to adjourn.
I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Second
I
that motion.
second. Oh, Mo got it.
Wonderful. No further discussion. You're sure? You're sure? Okay, all in favor, holler aye, thumbs up, say yay. Okay,
Aye.
great. Thanks, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, folks.
Bye.
Bye.